YouTube. Welcome. Mwah. I'm your hostess, Jessica Maldonado. What I would ask right now here at the start of the show, because there are a lot of people that are not aware of the live stream, I would suggest that you share and like the page. Please do us that favor. Share the page out to family members, to friends, people that you know that are fashionistas. They're into jewelry. We have the best deals on planet Earth. And I know that's a big statement, right? We got to deliver now if I say best deals on planet Earth. So during the live stream, are we doing the same thing that we're doing on TV, or we're doing 30-day money back, all that good stuff today? Because we just kicked off a clearance on our live TV side. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay. 30-day money back.
30-day?
Yeah.
Yay! So here's what I know. Because we've done this in the past. So when we kick off we do 4 times a year what's called our clearances, right?
Wait, unless the item is on clearance, correct?
And of course.
Okay,
Yes. So what happens is on a regular basis, when you watch our TV show, we have, daily deals, 24 hours. You have a 30-day money back guarantee. And then you also have what's called budget pay. Budget pay is an in-house payment plan. So when we do our live streams, it's the same type of situation. Unless an item is on clearance during our live stream, as well as on our website, when you see an item that's on clearance, you don't get the 30-day money back guarantee, but you get the lowest price point possible on that particular item. You have been on this channel for years. Good to Hi, Denise. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? For years. Denise, I've been here since day one, since we launched the network, since we even went live. It's crazy. So we're talking, 18 years? I hate to say it, but it's true. 18 years here at Shop LC. So when you shop on our website and you see the word clearance, it's a final sale. You still have the opportunity to make payments. It's called budget pay. But right now on our TV side, we're having a fall clearance. Every single item is on clearance. So the sales are final on our TV side. Here on the live stream, what I'm excited to announce, which I know a lot of people appreciate, is when you shop during the live stream, you have a chance to actually take advantage of the 30-day money back guarantee, unless, of course, it is a final sale clearance item. So, Denise, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I am glad that you have a chance to tune in. You are family. It's official. If you've been watching Shop LC since we launched, I was a wee lad is what they say, right? I was a little girl. I'm so glad that you're still tuning in. That means that we have delivered joy. We've given you some beautiful jewelry pieces that you appreciate, and hopefully you've spread the word. So the live stream is a bit different than the traditional shopping channels. You can write a comment if you have any questions as I'm going through these gemstones. You can always shoot me those questions over. I can answer them right here on the spot. DJ and John are in the studio with me. Wiki. They're making it happen, behind the scenes. But I did want to say this. Don't forget to have your family members also, when you share the live stream, to follow us on social media. So we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we're also on TikTok, and we're on YouTube.
We're like the wind, baby. We're everywhere.
Everywhere, like the wind. I love that. John says we're like the wind, right? So we're going to go here, we're going to go there. But the good news is no matter what platform you watch us on, you have the chance to take advantage of the best value. So this show is all about Kunzite. Kunzite is what's called the spodumene gemstone. Unique to the world of gems, because in the spodumene world, you really only have Kunzite. Kunzite was first discovered in the early 1900s. It was actually discovered here in the United States of America, aka USA. And, since then it's been found in other parts of the world, the Middle East, as well as Brazil. So this is going to give you a shot to take advantage of actually one of the most expensive gemstones out there in the market. Spodumenes, aka Kunzites, are not inexpensive. They are quite pricey. If you've looked around to see what other people are selling Kunzites for, you're going to find Kunzite gemstones in the thousands of dollars. Not so much the hundreds, not even, it's not cheap. Let's put it that way. Now, speaking of, thousands of dollars, another thing that you get to take advantage of during our live streams is the 25% coupon, right? So when you're checking out on our live stream, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, because right now that's where we're running the show on, you have 48 hours to take advantage of the item, but that's while supplies last. I did want to give you a heads up. A lot of times when I host these live streams, the items that we have up for grabs during this short segment, they tend to sell out during the live stream. Why? Because a lot of our viewers, you end up chatting with our personal shopper team. We're a little bit different than other platforms like TikTok, which we love and appreciate. You have the chance to interact with the host. But when you're watching on Instagram, Facebook, as well as your YouTube, you can actually dial the number. And I think we have that option available to you during our TikTok live streams as well. Our personal shopper team is available on standby 24/7. Specifically for this particular show, the live streams, we have an assigned team, right? So when you call them, they know exactly what items you're talking about. You're not talking about some of the live TV show items. It is the live stream items. They're completely different than the TV show. And I know I'm giving you a lot of information, but I want you to know all this information up front because once I get going, it's on. It's on. So let me step to the side, 888-835-2237. That's going to be the number. You may want to do a screenshot of that number so you can bring it up anytime you need to chat with our personal shopper team. They can help you apply the discounts that I'm going to tell you about. If for whatever reason there's some sort of bundle deal, which we discount, if there are other pieces that coordinate beautifully with the items that I feature during the live stream, you get to save more. And so bundle, any chance you can. I'm going to share that information throughout the show if there's a bundle, and hopefully you'll have a chance to take advantage. Now, another thing I wanted to share with you, if you're on our Shop LC website, and you hit the live streaming tab, which all of you can do, whether you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. If you go to shoplc.com, our website, you hit the live streaming tab, this same exact live stream is going to come up. The difference with our website, though, is that we have the list of items that you might be interested in taking advantage of. So before I even get to the items, you'll have access to each of those items. And if you have any questions like Noreen or Eileen or Susan or Margaret or Norma, who shopped with us before on the live streams, these are our gals that interact with us like crazy. If there's a specific item you want to see, make sure you let me know and I'll move it forward. Now, I did a Kunzite show last week. I did. So I'm going to make sure that next week I don't have Kunzite and we'll hold off. But they did add some new items into the show that I'm pretty excited about. So the first item is our superstar Patroki. Patroki Kunzite, and you're going to have Martha Rocha Kunzite. It's spelled Rocha. A lot of people say Rocha, but it's a Brazilian last name. So the R is sounded like H, Rocha. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start with is the Patroki. Anytime you see Patroki, this is Middle Eastern material. This material is the deepest, the darkest on the market, and you get a little more purple than anything else, okay, unless you're buying the Martha Rocha material, which is going to be your AAA Quad A grade. Now, this very first item is, in my opinion, the superstar of the entire show, simply based on color saturation as well as, well, look at it, the size of the rock. So remember I was telling you just a few minutes ago, if you shop elsewhere, you've looked around for Kunzites. Anytime you walk into jewelry stores, most of the jewelry stores that are going to carry Kunzite are the ones that buzz you in, or the ones that you know if you open the door, they're probably going to serve you wine, roll out the red carpet, and all of a sudden you're looking at price tags thinking, ugh, I made my way in the store. How do I make my way out, right? Because things are a little too pricey in here, at least for me. I can only speak for me, not for you. So if that's the case, welcome to your Shop LC. This one is on super sale. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a 16.65 carat, okay, Patroki. It is a purplish lilac color. Now, the reason why I use the word purple in front of lilac is because sometimes with lilac, you get a much lighter color. It's almost like a pale pinkish purple. Your Patrokis are going to be much richer in color, and that's one of the reasons why it's said to be the most sought after and, you know, the most expensive in the world. You're going to get rich color, and you're going to get one of the largest in the entire collection, if not the largest. No, this is the biggest. It's a 16.65 carat. So you have almost like the best of all worlds. And I don't know about you, but I don't know that I've ever had that, unless, of course, I think of my husband. He's definitely the best of all worlds. Now, do I like him all the time? You know how relationships are, especially when you've been together over 20 years. But I definitely love him and adore him, and I think I have the best of all worlds when it comes to him. But I can't, you know, this is it's perfection. It's as perfect as it can get, right? As perfect as perfect can get. So $3,399.99. That's not your price. You're going to get a 25% discount. And when we're talking about that kind of price point, listen to this, minus the 25%. So instead of you having to spend, and I know some of you are like, really, Jessica, you're talking like 3,000 is a little bit of money. Listen to me. The savings that you're about to get right now is next level. So although the 16.65 carat is listed on our website, by the way, 5-star rated at $3,399, with the 25% discount, ladies, and really for the guys. Gals, have you told your brother, your dad, your uncle, your guy friends about Shop LC's live stream? Because listen, not all guys are walking into jewelry stores these days. They're looking for the deals online as well. Your price is $2,549.99. Round of applause, DJ. That's when you push the button. No studio audience clap. Yes, right? Okay, so I've walked into jewelry stores, especially in Vegas. Vegas is the only place, no, and the UK. So I traveled, what's the big airport in the UK? I can't even think of it right now. I've only gone one time. So I've actually gone and seen the London Bridge. I took a boat, but this was like on my layover because we were literally on our way to, where were we going? I think we were going to Jaipur. So we went to the UK, and from the UK, we took a plane to Jaipur. The layover was like 6 to 8 hours. I forget how many hours. We got out. We got on a boat. I saw the London Bridge. I ate some cool food. We took some pictures. I saw those telephone poles. And I went into quite a few jewelry stores. Heathrow! Yes. Hey, Denise. Good to see you. Thank you. Yes, Heathrow. That is exactly it. I count on you guys. I really do, ladies. I appreciate that. So shout out to Maddie. Maddie, good to see you. Thank you so much for checking in today. Denise, thank you for that, Heathrow. Heathrow is one of the, oh my gosh, the airport is so high end. I felt like if I was going to stop into any of these jewelry stores, you got to spend thousands of dollars. Anyway, in Heathrow, they had Kunzites, they had Morganites, they had Tanzanites, they had beautiful aquamarines, things that we feature here in our Rhapsody collection, they had. And when I looked at price tags, I kid you not, let me tell you something, a 16 carat is going to be, put a 1 in front of that 3, it's going to cost you 13 grand plus. And I'm being conservative, and you know it. So 16.65 carats, gentlemen, it is a Patroki Kunzite, deepest, darkest, best in the market. Let me come in a little bit so you have a chance to see that. Look at that rock. And the reason why it's kind of sitting wonky on my fingers is because it's big on me. I've tried. I mean, not all these pieces come in my size, but maybe we can put a little note, John, for when they're pulling. Yeah. I think this one comes in a 5. It's listed at 5. If they can pull the 5s for me anytime, if not the smallest size, that would be great. I know John is one of our newest here. He is the man when it comes to social media. This guy is blazing, like the trail is on fire. And he's the reason why all this looks as good as it does. And of course, DJ is the magic behind the scenes. He allows us to, kind of run freely and ensure that we've got all the best information possible. So shout out to both of them. Anyways, I say that to say that, when it comes to exclusive deals like this, the larger pieces, I think this one is about a size 6 on my finger, but it looks good on the index finger. For me, anything that's over I would say 3 carat is going to go on my index finger or my middle finger. That's just a preference, right? It's a personal thing. But some of you will wear your rocks on your ring finger. And that's beautiful. I mean, this is not ordinary. Most people will never, and I mean never, have the chance to own a 16 karat Kunzite. Why? Because again, Kunzites are very rare, right? Kunzites, you don't just find them in any jewelry store. Not that the jewelry stores don't want to carry this particular gemstone. The issue becomes how expensive the material is when you're buying small amounts. Now, with Shop LC, just as Denise said, and Maddie and some of our other viewers, we've been around since 2007, but we've been manufacturing jewelry for 40 years plus. And so prior to us becoming this home shopping network, I want you guys to understand that we were the connect. We were We were the design team that would come with trays, and we go into jewelry stores. Well, they have a representative that we sit down with, and they say, okay, we want to look at what you have in tanzanite, emerald, ruby, sapphire, whatever the gemstones are they're interested in putting into their collections, right? And so we'll present those designs. They will order from us. They may order 5, they may order 10, they might order 15. But for the most part, if you think about it, depending on how large the chain is, how many locations they have, they may not necessarily, order more than, say, 20 or 25. So with us, since we're the manufacturer, we're ordering rock, the actual rough. We're buying in, the millions of dollars. So as a manufacturer, we send our merchandising team, our buying team out there. We go to Madagascar. We go to Brazil. We go to the Caribbean islands to actually meet with the miners there on site and say, hey, listen, here's what we want and here's what we have. Right. So they're like, oh, these people mean business. Right. But we've been doing it for so long. We have a lot of connections in the business. So we're able to buy the rock, the rough. We're able to buy it uncut. When you can buy the rock material before it's cut, you can get it at a lower price point. And then you're able to take that rock and rough and then hope and pray that the yield is significant. Yield is basically out of the rock. When they cut and facet the gemstone, they're not necessarily going to get beautiful material like this. Are you kidding me? Most of the rock that has the gemstone in it, the mineral inside of it, is usually going to yield a small percentage, especially if we want to go larger. So we've got a team of experts. We're vertically integrated, and this is the main reason why I tell you, let family members know about Shop LC. Let your brother, let your uncle, let your dad, let your mom, your son know that they can shop with us and get much larger gemstones, beautiful designs at the most affordable price point possible. I digress. $2,500 for 16.65 carats, 5-star rated. And yes, this one's in 10K. This is a 10K rose gold setting with the discount. Remember, you're also getting the budget payment option. So I'm going to divide that by 5. You have a 5-month payment plan with this one. You're paying $500 per month. Now, I get it, $500. I mean, that's a car payment these days, right? Some people are paying more than that. But when you understand how valuable, especially with the climate of, just the world in general, I think a lot of people are dibbling and dabbling into not just gold, but also minerals, gemstones. You understand how valuable they are. You plan to pass them down from one generation to the next. This is the kind of stuff that you want to purchase and secure. Because again, it's unusual to see gemstones this size, 16.65 carats. But let me tell you something. If I were you, I'd proudly wear your rock day to day. Not too big to wear all the time. I know some people say, when in the world am I going to wear a 16 carat? Every single day of your life. Some people are like, I need security, right? You do. You got to enjoy it. Put it on your, your side dresser. What's that called? The end table? Mm-hmm. Not the end table, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the end table.
The end table, right?
Side
the one
table.
that's the side table. The one that you put your little lamp on and all your jewelry and everything that you need, your cell phone at night. You put this bad boy on there and, my gosh, you might even want to name this beauty. What would you name her? Seriously. I'm not exaggerating. When you get it home, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll be like, oh, Jessica was right. So that comes in a size 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, all the way up to size 10. And if you need to get it sized, anytime you spend $1,000 or more with us here at Shop LC, we're going to do free ring sizing. So just keep that in mind. That one, again, $509.99. You can use budget pay all the time as long as it's available. You don't have to qualify. There is no credit check. Just put the $509.99 down. Also, when you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping and handling. So you don't have to worry about shipping and handling either. Just the taxes that apply in your state or city, and the rest is history. You'll have the next 4 months to wear it. You'll have 30 days to decide on whether or not you're going to keep it. And then you'll make your next few payments. 4 payments come out back to back to back, and the rest is history. When you get a Kunzite that size, you don't need anything else, right? I mean, where do you go from there? Unless, of course, you get a matching necklace or pendant. You get a beautiful bracelet to go with it. That kind of stuff to go with it is maybe something to consider, but nothing else after a 16 karat. I'm just saying. And some of our ladies that are watching are thinking, speak for yourself, Jessica. I've got plenty of Kunzites and I'm going to keep getting them. Prices are that good. Okay. Coming up next, we have this beauty here, which I presented last week. Let's see. Oh, that's the reason why it's back. We almost sold out of this one. So we only have 3 of these left in stock. Tres. This is a 14.35 carat. Okay. This one is dripped and drizzled in diamonds. They're calling it the Soul Bloom pendant. And it has a double halo. Now, price point on this one is $1,000, almost $1,000 less, $2,999 here, minus the 25%. So we're talking $2,249. Now, I know I'm starting on the high side, but from here, it goes down. If you stick with me long enough, this is a 2-hour show. Trust me, I'm going to try to go through this stuff quickly. If you see anything as you look at the list of items that I'm going to be airing, let me know. Let me know what you want to see and I'll bring it forward. I have no problem with that. Okay. That's the cool thing about the live stream. You kind of have a say in this particular show if you want to see anything. Oh, you know what I didn't do real quick too? While the ring is on the stand, I wanted to measure the ring just to kind of give you an idea of the size of the rock here. That rock, ladies and gentlemen, is almost a full inch from top to bottom. Okay. Not quite a full inch, but we're talking 3/4 of an inch to be exact. That's the measurement. And then the pendant's a different ballgame. The pendant definitely hits the mark. The pendant's going to be about 1 1/4. Because of the bail here, you have about 1 1/4. And I'm including the bail. With the chain, you actually get the chain. It's 18 inches. It's 10K. And I get excited about that kind of stuff because I'll keep it real with you. When we first launched the network, we were called the Jewelry Channel. We only had platinum and 18K. That's all we had. God bless you, John. We only had our Ilion and Rhapsody collection. Some of you are like, what? Yeah. We didn't have anything in silver. We didn't have anything in steel. We didn't have any of our Keras collection, which was our brass with 18K or 14K overlay. So we've got a lot of different collections here that we manufacture for our viewers to take advantage of. You guys are like family. So we want to give you options. For me, I can't speak for you. You guys are probably rolling in the dough. But, for me, when I was first introduced to some of these gemstones, I was blown away. I had no idea that some of these gemstones even existed.
I'm right there with you.
Right?
Yes.
I'm like, I've never seen these kind of gems, right? When I first started, obviously I've been, involved with jewelry for 19 years now because I did go to the GIA and get what's called the AJP certification. So a lot of us are certified in gemstones as well as have served as an ambassador. We've traveled to mine sites, to some of the manufacturing facilities that we have. So it's a really cool experience. But I'm telling you, most of my collection, cubic zirconia. Crystals! Yes, chroma plastic. and I'm okay with that. Who cares? It looks good, right? It doesn't last forever, but it looks good. And in some cases, it can be kind of pricey. So anyways, I say that to say this. How many of you have spent on custom jewelry, maybe some designer that is a celebrity or a well-known name? $100, $200. You can spend that easily and not even get something that's going to last you. This kind of jewelry, we've got all the different collections here. If you want Keras, something less expensive, you can hop on the website, look up our Keras collection. It's our brass metal with yellow gold, rose gold overlay, and rhodium and platinum. We have our stainless steel collection called Evertrue. Love stainless steel, hypoallergenic, never going to tarnish, And then we have our DeJoy collection, which I think I'm going to be featuring here in just a few. Yeah, I'm going to get down to the DeJoy pretty quickly. So I'm going to have things that are much more affordable. 2010. Denise. Oh, Denise says that she's learned all about gemstones from Shop LC over the years, starting in 2010. Denise, you've been with us that long. I love it. I love it. Denise, have you come in for the customer day? Have you had a chance to visit with us? We have customer day where you have a chance to come in and meet the host and walk the studio and get a tour and all kinds of cool stuff. We have like ring sizing and
never before seen jewels and rings.
That's right. And I was just going to get to that. And then what we do is we set up for our customers. We set up jewelry that we've never shown on TV. We make it available to those of you that come in. So you may want to consider that. Hey, John, do we know when the next one is?
We don't yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just had one like 3 weeks ago. So we try to plan those as often as possible. But as soon as we know, you'll know. Trust me, we'll start telling you. Denise, fly in from Cali. I know that most people are local. They come from Houston. They come from Dallas because it's, a bit more convenient. But who knows? Contact, our team to see what we can work out for you. You just never know, especially since you've been with us for that long. Okay, so this is a 16 by 12 millimeter. The average size gemstone on the market today, seriously, 6 by 4, 7 by 5, 16 by 12 is significantly larger. So you have this absolutely stunning 12.7 karat Kunzite. This is the Petroki material. We're not talking double A. So remember the grading that we share with all of you starts with the 1A, which is, it's probably the material that you see more of. Double A gets a little darker, deeper, better quality. Triple A, now we're talking top notch. And then the quad A, nothing beats it. So it's almost like when you look at gemstones online, I don't know if you purchased elsewhere, but they have it listed usually as good, better, best, and heirloom. So they say good, better, best, heirloom. And as you look through and you click on each of those, options, you'll see that the gemstone looks better and better as you go up and it gets more expensive. So this is going to be our top of the line, most expensive. As I mentioned, $2,999. Bear with me, ladies. If you're looking for items that are lower price point, I've got you. I've got beautiful kunzites that are going to be up for grabs at much lower price points. But I wanted to make everything available to ensure that maybe today, if today's the day that you go above and beyond and you treat yourself for the holiday season, let it be with me today here on the live stream. Because the discount with the 25% off takes you down from $2,999, $2,999, down to $2,249, which is a deep discount. I mean, that is hundreds of dollars, right? That's like $700 back in your pocket. So with the measure, we're talking, gosh, that's 1.5 inches from top to bottom. 1.5 inches from top to bottom. Your 48 diamonds are going to be lab grown. And right now in the market today, ladies, let me know how you feel about these lab grown diamonds. Denise and Maddie and Colleen and Eileen, if you're watching. Anybody who's wanting to participate, shoot me a quick message in the comments section. Let me know what your first name is. How excited are you about lab-grown diamonds? And some of you, can feel differently than me. But if there is a diamond that comes from the lab that's made of the same chemical makeup of its natural counterpart, but it's much more affordable to me, sign me up. Because diamonds and gemstones, since we've been in the business for as long as we have been, we work with ethically sourced vendors, collectors, miners, all that good stuff. But when it comes to diamonds is such a unique market that, we found, hey, if we can get with the largest diamond, lab-grown diamond manufacturer, we're in. And that's exactly what we did. Encore, he's our VP of merchandising. He struck a deal. It's like gold. He struck like a deal of like gold. Lab-grown diamonds we purchased in the millions. Probably the largest, collection we've ever purchased from anybody. And so because of that, we've been able to offer our viewers lab-grown diamonds in solitaire form, anywhere from 1 carat, 2 carat, 3 carat, all the way up to 7. I saw a 7 carat, John, 7 carat the other day. Same. I was like, what? I didn't even know we had 7 carat loose diamonds. It was crazy. Anyway.
Actually, that was on the TV side.
It was.
I remember. Yeah.
I walked in, I'm like, what the? 7 carat? Nobody told me. I would have held off. Walking around with this big old diamond.
5 security guards.
I'll hire security. I ain't got no shame, okay? So this is a $2,299 price point, 14.35 carat. Let me give you the diamond weight. I apologize. I probably should have given that to you. I know I kind of went off on a tangent. Denise says she loves them. Yes, we are on the same page. DJ, hit me with that diamond information real quick. So the gemstones, as I mentioned, the center's a 16 by 12. It's a 12.7. I mentioned the 48 diamonds, but the carat weight is 1.65 carats. Is there a bundle deal on this?
Yes, for I think the next rate.
Oh, good. Okay, there's a bundle. There is a bundle. If you're interested on a bundle, I have the matching ring to go with it. Now, the matching ring is $100 cheaper, which is crazy. I can't even believe it. It's listed at $2,899. The pendant is $2,999. You want to see it on? It's coming up right now. We're doing it. The matching ring is $100 less. So at $2,899.99 minus the 25%, we're at $2,174.99. $2,174.99. Where I'm getting these discounts from are because you're able to apply the 25% coupon. Now, I don't know. Please let me know in the comments section. Have you seen Kunzites this big in your local market? John is like, no. Victoria, shout out to you. Oh, Victor, I apologize. Victor, how are you? Good to see you. Now, Victor, I'm not sure if you're stopping by for a lady in your life or for yourself. I do have a gents piece coming up. Victor, you might be interested in. Got a gents piece with Kunzite in it. So it's a good one.
That is a good one.
Or if you're looking for that special lady in your life, I've got your back. Now, when you see pieces like this in the market, you're more than likely going to see them at $10,000 or more. I'm not exaggerating. You look around for Kunzites right now, challenge me. Some of you are like, this girl's just making numbers up. No, look around. Look around, and what you're going to find is lighter material, Kunzite, and higher price points, smaller gemstones. The pendant is going to be just over 14 carats. The ring, and I'm just talking about the Kunzite. I'm not including the diamond carat weight. The diamond carat weight on the pendant was right around 1.45, 1.5 carats. The ring here, also in every size, is going to be center gemstone. Let me give you the breakdown because it's 14.5 carats total weight. But you also have your lab-grown diamonds, in addition to that kind of adds to the weight. So the center gem is a 12.75 carat. You have 48 lab-grown diamonds. You want to talk about a queen piece? This is for royalty. You walk into a holiday party with an outfit like this on, and I'm not talking about the outfit, this. I'm talking about the gemstone outfit. People are going to be like, what the? They're just going to want to bow down to you just for no reason. What is going on, queen? But 48 diamonds in total on the ring. If you get the pendant and the ring, not only do you get the 25% off each individual piece, we also give you a 10% discount on the total. So you're saving when you get those bundle deals. That's one of the reasons why I share that information with you right away. If you see a bundle deal, snag it. Because both of those pieces individually, 25% off this one, 25% off this one. Then when they put that total together with the 25%, that total, they take another 10% off. You're winning on so many levels. And the good news is 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. And you also have, listen to this, you have that no credit check payment plan available to you known as budget pay. And you'll hear me mention it time and time again because I want you to take advantage of it. I bet you right now as I speak, there's a budget payment coming out on my credit card right now. Every single piece that I purchased from us here is on a budget pay. If there's no credit check, well, really the most important thing is you can run my credit. But interest for me, that's the key. So if I can hold on to my money for as long as possible, keep it in the market, investing, whatever it is that, you guys do with your money, if you can hold on to it and make payments and not have to pay interest, sign me up. So that's available. Okay. Now, Victor, I'm not too sure. As I mentioned, if you're looking for yourself or for your sweetie pie, I've got a heart cut coming up next that almost sold out last week. This I only have 9 of. So I have 9 of the heart cut. Let me give you the stats one more time on that ring. It's listed at $2,899, this one here. With the discount, we're at $2,174.99. You have a 16 by 12 millimeter and 1.75 carats of diamonds. The ring, when you put it on a 5-month payment plan option, you're at $434. Okay? That's going to be the monthly payment plan. So if you're interested, make sure you take advantage of that. There's a bundle deal with this ring. The pendant comes with it. You get 25% off all the pieces that you purchase from us, but especially that bundle deal, you get another 10% on top of the total. Winning. All right. Coming up next, one of my personal favorites. Bum, bum, bum. Isn't that gorgeous? Love. Which is what the heart cut represents. Amor. And now, heart cuts are like 60% more expensive, trillion cuts, right up there, than your traditional ovals. Ovals, when you're maximizing carat weight, right? I just want you to imagine this. If there's a piece of rock, because that's where the gemstones are found. The minerals are found in pieces of rock, right? The good Lord above puts these beautiful minerals and then all the stars line up, the temperature, the chemical characteristics of that particular gemstone allows it to become what it is. But when it's found in the rock, it doesn't yield. Yield meaning what they can take out of the rock. The crystal itself is taken from the rock and they now have the crystal, but then they have to cut the crystal. Now with the crystal, depending on the clarity and the color, it may not necessarily be good enough to be added into jewelry. So a lot of it is put to the wayside. A lot of it is tossed away. Some of it is used in other instances. Who knows what they do? I mean, they do a lot of different things with gemstones. But the stuff that is top-notch quality, that yield, is a small percentage from the piece of rock. But then you have to take into account the larger gemstones, right? When you're able to get fancy cut, hearts, this is not a 5 carat, this is not a 4 carat, this is not even a 10 carat. Ladies and gentlemen, 11.03 carats of perfection. Look at that. Is the light catching that? Isn't that pretty? You also have the Padparacha sapphire, one of the most expensive and sought after sapphires, aka the lotus flower. The Padparacha is the kind of pinkish, peach, orangey sapphire. Very unique in the world of sapphires. Now, when I think about sapphire, at least for me, I think of traditional blue. I think when you ask people, oh, do you have a sapphire? They probably, as soon as you say that word, they think blue, which is traditional. It's classic, right? Timeless. But there are other color sapphires in the world. They're fancy sapphires. That's what they call them. Seriously. Pink, orange, yellow, green, Padparacha. These are all different color sapphires. Yellow. Last night I had some yellow sapphires on the show. If you have an opportunity, Denise, Victor, let me see. I think I have Maddie. If Colleen is out there, don't forget to link up with me on social media. If you have an Instagram, which I think you all do, you guys are on Instagram. Jessica.Maldonado L is my Instagram. And then you can also, if you feel up to it, follow me on Facebook as well. I'm always at work in progress when it comes to social media, but I'm trying to keep you guys updated on schedules and things that I have coming up. But I host the live TV show most of the time. I have the pleasure to be with you during a live stream on Tuesdays from 2 to 4. I don't know how much longer, but I host the shows at night. So if you want to tune into the live TV show, you can always do that. I'd love for you to hang out with me. I host from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time and 8 to 11 p.m. Central Time. And usually I have our resident gemstone hunter known as Tony Denise hanging out with me and being cuckoo crazy. It's the Brazilian and Puerto Rican team. Can you imagine how crazy that is? He gets excited, starts talking over me. It's a good time. It's a good time. But so the heart cut is on sale. I wanted to share this with you. $2,699.99 minus the 25%. This beauty with the Padparacha sapphire and the diamonds is only costing you, and this is in 10K gold, $2,024.99. $2,024.99. Boom.
It's like
yes.
A princess ring right
it
there.
really is. It really is. And if some of you are like, I'm not a princess, I'm a queen. That too. That part. Right? You got to graduate. You got to graduate to being a queen.
This will do it.
This will do it, right? Get yourself a rock like this. Bam. Ah, right there. You are good to go, right? They can look, anybody you meet, you say, call me queen. And that's it. It's a done deal. Kiss the ring. I love the combination though. The spodumene gemstone, if you're looking up the Kunzite, you're going to find that even 1 to 5 carat gemstones are usually going to cost you about $3,500, if not more. So the fact that you have not a 5 carat, not even a 10, an 11.03 carat heart is next level. In 10K, you know how expensive gold is right now. Gold has gone up like over 40%. It's insane. I mean, they've been predicting that gold is going to go up, up, up and away. And that prediction is, pretty much what they're saying is actually happening. That prediction is true. It's crazy. You're like, every single day you wake up, gold has gone up, up, up and away. Good news about good news about Chappelle C is that because we've been manufacturing for over 40 years, a lot of these pieces we've had an inventory we can keep nice and low. But just keep in mind, moving forward, I mean, prices are going to go up. It is what it is. It's inevitable. It's one of the reasons why we pretty much discontinue to put the Ileana collection on a hold, which is our 18K collection. Because we saw price points and we were like, ay, ay, ay. We got to hold up because we wouldn't be able to offer you the same values that we were before until we can get a hold of this. And not that we can do anything about it, but, it's got to kind of die down, calm down the gold price hike, and then maybe we'll get back into the Ileana collection. So if you see anything that is in gold here at Shop LC, you definitely want to take advantage. I mean, you all have the kind of like the insider trade information, if you will. I mean, obviously we're not trading stocks and bonds. We're not talking index funds or anything like that, but you know that anywhere else you go, and gold is a commodity. So gold is something that people have been investing in to kind of hedge in terms of inflation. Anyways, my husband's in finance. I hear this kind of stuff, and most of the time it goes over my head. He's like, babe, over here. I'm like, what? No, it's too much, babe. But the point is that gold is valuable. Gold, no matter where you travel, ladies and gentlemen, is always going to have value. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world and have a piece of gold on and need money and say, here, let me give this to you. If they test it, they know it's gold. They're probably going to trade right there with you. So you know the value of gold, and it just keeps going up. It keeps going up. And here at Shop LC, prices are crazy. I mean, the gold gram weight on this particular ring, the hard cut, even the oval cut, was over 3.5 grams. We've shown you, if you look up a 10K gold band, look up 2 to 5 grams, and you let me know what pops back at you. I want to know. I want you guys to challenge me, because I know I say a lot of stuff, and some people are like, really? Is this gal for real? If you look around, all you have to do is look around to see what people are pricing this particular gemstone at. In gold with diamonds, whether they're earth mined or lab grown, you're going to see thousands of dollars, and then you're going to come back and say, yes, sign me up. And I can't wait for that moment.
We're all drinking the Kool-Aid too. I can't tell you how many chains I've started looking at because of just working here.
Exactly.
It's such a good price.
It is. You can't help yourself. Every single time I come to work, I'm like, Jessica, focus. Do not put a check mark next to that. Because look, we get our list, we get our items, and then we get a chance to play with all the jewelry, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And they're like, that looks good on you. Like the whole team, we're all putting on jewelry like children in a candy store, right? I mean, it doesn't matter how many years you're here. I mean,
Hey, a good deal is a good deal.
That's
no matter who you are.
Who in the world gets to be around 10, 15, 20 carat gemstones? Even if they're smaller, like John said, a good deal is a good deal. It's like, sign me up, right? You're a sucker for good deals. I am. I'm not saying you. I'm not calling you sucker. I'm calling myself a sucker. All right, so let's go down in price. Let's do it. We're going all the way down from this point on. I know that not everybody's prepared to spend the $2,024.99. That is the sale price on the hard cut. If I were to divide it by 5, your budget pay is $404 for the hard cut. $404 for the hard cut. We have it in every size across the board. Tell your friends about Shop LC. Share the page. Like the page. If they're not a part of our social media family, they're not following our socials, the platforms, let them know. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Hit it, right? Hit it. Tell them to hit the button. Follow these people. Because when they go live and you watch some of the shows, you guys are going to get the best deals possible. You ready to go down in price? I know some of you are sick of me. You're like, you know what, $2,000, I'm just not prepared to spend it. What else do you have, Jessica, in Kunzite that's much more affordable? What if I were to tell you that I have Kunzites that were going to be under $1,000, well under $1,000? Let's get into our next one. This is, look at this. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I put on the jewelry and I think, oh my gosh, there's a connection here. Like it's so me. This one is $1,399, but remember, you get a discount. This is a quad A grade Petroki Kunzite. This one has G to H diamonds, SI in clarity. Now, it's a 7.34 carat. Look at it, pear cut. You see how glamorous Kunzite is? It's got that glam kind of, aspect to it. Glam, glam, glam. And actually in the men's settings too, I mean, you got something that really pops. It's a pretty neutral color, because when you think about royalty since the beginning of time has been wearing the color purple. Purple and gold, forget about it. Royal. Robes, goblets, jewelry. So this one here is a big deal. This one we're going to discount 25%. Hope you're ready for this. 1,399.99 minus 25%. We're at 1,049. We're right there. 1,049. And this one is platinum over sterling. This one features a lot of diamonds. Okay. You have baguettes, straight baguettes. You have round cuts. You have a halo that's dripped and drizzled. Look at the height of the ring. And this one, when I measure it, we are talking, oh, I knew it. This is almost an inch from top to bottom. Nearly an inch from top to bottom. And that's because the gemstone is a 14 by 10 millimeters. So when you think about gems, especially the fancier cuts that have the points, they're elongated. This one does. It has both. This one is 14 by 10, 7.34 carats. The baguettes all by themselves, you actually have 5 and 5. Look at the size of these baguettes. I hope you can see them. 30-day money-back guarantee, risk-free shopping. All of these have beautiful finishes, top-notch quality, 5-star rated. Anybody who's purchased the ring wrote a review. I'll share one of those with you here in just a moment.
That's like the Excalibur rings, though. Right? You get Kunzite, you get diamonds, and you get platinum.
Yeah.
The trifecta.
The best of all worlds. So Laura S. shares with us, absolutely beautiful. Just hoping I can get a pendant to match. You better believe it. I'm sure Laura did. You go to our website, you can always find pendants to match. This one comes in a size 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, with the discount, because this one is listed at $1,399, you get down to $1,049, and then you have the 5-month payment plan. Oh, this is good. This is probably more like it. $209 per month. $209 per month. This could be yours. 30-day money-back guarantee. Make sure you're taking advantage. If you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, how do you get in? You're going to write shop 1, shop 2, shop whatever the number is associated with the piece. This one is a shop 5. Okay. Put that in the comments section. The link is going to generate. You're going to be able to click on it. You look at all the stats, all the details, because we have different pictures, 360 degree, all that good stuff, because you are watching during a live stream. There's only so much I can do. Trust me, in some cases, I wish I could get into your living rooms. But the number to dial if you're interested. Shout out to Craig. Craig, thank you so much. I'm not too sure if you're looking to get a phone call back. Our customer care team can give you a call back, our personal shopper team, if you want to forward that, DJ. But Craig, you can also contact our personal shopper team directly. Okay. If you're wanting to make an order, 30-day money back guarantee, risk-free shopping. We have a 5-month payment plan, no credit check, no interest. And you also have free shipping and handling on this item. All the items that I featured so far, free shipping. All the items you can apply a 25% coupon code to, which is live25. Now, if you're not interested in checking out on the platforms, you can always contact our personal shopper team. Let me go to the side here so you can see that. It's going to be 888-835-2237. Okay? Screenshot it, write it down, put it in your phone. That way you have it. If you're ever watching the live streams, keep in mind that we're discounting these pieces, but it's only while supplies last, and it's only for a 48-hour period. That is it. 48 hours. So I'm able to finagle deals like this for a short period of time, but it's a good time. That's for sure. If you like to save money, make sure you lock in. You have nothing to lose, no risk at all, because you have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you get it home and you don't love it, you can always send it back to us. You get your money back. Okay? All right. We're going down lower. Low. I know a lot of you were looking for Kunzites, but at much lower price points. Now, the one coming up next is a little bit higher. I'm going to go up for a minute and come back down. We have, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going way down. I thought this one at 11.5 carats was going to be much more expensive. We have a under $1,000 alert. Under $1,000 alert. This one is listed at $949.99 minus the 25%. With $712 for the Kunzite combo. And this one is quite holiday-ish. When I think about the holiday season, I think about warm colors. The deeper, richer colors. I think a lot of reds and greens and golds and silvers. This is a combination. You have moissanite, you have kunzite, but you also, those are garnets, right? These are going to be garnets. I'm almost positive. Yep. This is Radiant Ember Garnet. Radiant Ember Garnet. 30 garnets in total. You actually get the chain with your purchase, so it's ready to wear. It's an upgraded chain, 20 inches lobster claw. Look at the amount of precious metal you have here. Nice and thick in this setting. Welcome to the Shop LC live stream. You're shopping with the manufacturer, directly with the manufacturer. We're vertically integrated. It's the reason why you're able to save so much money. I know some people are like, what is going on here? Like, how is this possible? It's because you're shopping with the manufacturer. How much 14K? So this one is going to be 18K. Okay. Vermeil rose gold over sterling. This one is 18K Vermeil rose gold over sterling. So we have different collections here, Craig, that are done in-house because we're a manufacturer. We design stainless steel collections. We design sterling silver collections. We design 10K, 14K, 18K, and platinum. Okay. I just wrapped up our 14K and 10K collection. I'm now getting into some of our DeJoy pieces. I will be featuring a few Rhapsody 950 platinum pieces, but this one is an 18K rose gold over sterling. This is called a Vermeil process. As a manufacturer, we're able to use basically, they're extra layers of gold over top of your silver. And in order for it to be legally called Vermeil, you have to have 120 layers plus, 4.5 microns plus. So you've got a lot of 18K yellow gold, rose gold over top of silver. Silver's your precious metal, nickel free. So this one will be 18K over. Now, in terms of the gram weight, you have over 5 grams here. With the chain, you get the chain with your purchase. The Kunzite, so 30 gemstones are going to be garnet. That's going to be 3.8 carats. You have your 20 gemstones, which are lab-grown diamonds, okay? That's going to be 90 points. And then you also have your 6.8 carat 12 by 10 millimeter. So the Kunzite all by itself is a 6.8 carat center stone. It's perfection. Comes with the chain ready to wear. It's at a discounted price from the $949 that it's listed at on our website. When you see it during the live stream, we'll give you an extra 25% off. With the 25% discount, that takes your price from $949.99 to $712.49. Now, the other good thing, Craig, if you've never shopped with us before, we do an in-house payment plan, no credit check, no interest payments, and we also offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you decide to take this one home, hopefully you'll use budget pay because it applies to everyone. If I were to divide that, I think it's a 5-month payment plan. It is. You're paying $142.50 today. Okay? We'll go ahead and ship it out to you. You'll have 30 days to hold it, touch it, feel it, make sure you love it. If you're presenting it to somebody else, make sure they love it. If they don't, you can always send it back. Because here's the thing. Last thing we want is for you to have Shop LC jewelry that you don't love. We want you to be proud of who you give it to, or, the person that you give it to, they're excited about it, they love it, or be proud that you're wearing it. People come up to you. They say, oh my gosh, I love what you're wearing. What is it? Where'd you get it? How do I get it? And then you're spreading the word. Because we don't pay for marketing the way other companies do. We hope that our Shop LC family lets everybody in their world know. Okay? Free shipping and handling when you spend $50 or more. So this one, obviously, you're not going to pay for shipping. And you also have that 30-day money-back guarantee. But in the meantime, even though you're only paying $142.50 to get it home, you have that 30-day period. After the 30-day period, the next 4 months, you'll be paying $142.50 until you're done, and you'll own it while you're making payments. So I love that. Okay, that's another one of our options. That is one of our exclusive pendants where it's part of the DeJoy collection. As I mentioned, DeJoy is going to be precious metal. Sometimes we do rose gold over silver, yellow gold over silver, rhodium over silver, or platinum over silver. Rhodium and platinum and palladium are all part of the platinum family. Okay, that's going to be your white metal. We do a little overlay so that it lasts you a lot longer than just the silver. Silver, we all know it's a great metal. Our silver here, when we manufacture, usually has an overlay just for longevity. We like to make sure also silver, we leave out the nickel because nickel tends to affect a lot of people's skin, but we also add rhodium or platinum over top of it, which happens to be hypoallergenic. So it's a really nice finish and it lasts you a long time. That's what we want. All right, any other questions, let me know. Craig, I'm glad that you're joining us today. Thank you so much from Facebook. We appreciate it. Again, I'm Jessica Maldonado. If you have a chance to link up with me on Facebook, Jessica Maldonado L, or I have a Shop LC host page as well as an Instagram, Jessica.Maldonado L. So follow me there. Stay connected to our socials as well. Obviously, Shop LC, we have our socials, and that's primarily the reason why most of you are tuning into the live streams, because, we want to keep you updated on these lives. And I'm telling you what, these deals are sizzling hot. All right, on to the next one. Let's do it. We have a DeJoy 5.5 carat coming up next. This is beautifully done. I am very excited about this one. This is a solitaire ring. Now, if you wanted a nice size solitaire, this one is definitely a nice size. This one's 5.5 carat. It comes in a size 6, 7, 8, and 9. You have a setting that is massive. It's nice and tall. And in the setting, you also have those lab-grown diamonds that wrap all the way around. So those lab-grown diamonds wrap all the way around. Beautifully done, though. It's literally like this basket of precious metal that supports the Kunzite. And then in the surrounding area, you have those diamonds. Really pretty. So discounted from $749.99. I told you I'd be going down in price. $562. Yeah. And $562 gets you a 5.5 carat. Also Petroki Kunzite. This one's going to be AAA grade. If you're looking for something really glamorous for your sweetie pie, gentlemen, and you stop by today, Kunzite is one of the best ways to go. Femininity, elegance, very high-end gemstone. If she looks up Kunzite, she's going to be like, oh my gosh, babe, you spent way too much money. And you're going to be like, you're worth it. You're worth it, babe. Right? Trust me, go with it. She doesn't need to know that you only spent, $562. The budget pays it 5 months, 4 months? What are we talking?
5 months.
Ooh, 5-month payment plan. $112. That's it.
That's
$112.50. $112.50. Shipping and handling is free. 30-day money-back guarantee. What more can you ask for? I didn't go down to half carat. I'm still at 5.5 carats here. In 925 sterling silver with the rhodium finish for longevity and the diamond halo, but not the traditional halo. The reason why they went nice and high is because when she's rocking that ring, not only is she going to be able to see those diamonds, everybody else on planet Earth will be able to see how beautiful those diamonds are. That is a very luxurious setting. That setting comes up nice and high so that everybody you encounter can see that beauty, including yourself. You're going to have a good time with this one. So, yeah, so free shipping. Come and get it. $112.50 per month. I'm serious. I hope you guys take advantage of at least one of these items. I'm going down low. I got another one in the DeJoy collection. Yes, that is affordable. And when you see this design, I'm hoping that those of you that are watching today treat yourself to something, that you don't have already. And it may be that you've purchased a Kunzite from us before, or maybe, you've never had Kunzite in your life and you're thinking, my gosh, this is a very pretty gemstone. You're doing your research on the outside. You're seeing the types of price points that are associated with this gem and you're thinking, you know what? I can do this. 30-day money back guarantee. Let me try them out. Welcome to the family. Next piece, one of my personal favorites, Petroki Kunzite. Look at this one. Now, you're probably not expecting the price I'm about to give you because this is one of the biggest price cuts I was able to acquire for this show. Not only are they discounted for the live stream, you also get that 25% coupon. Now, let me double check here. Do I have the bundle deal?
You do.
And is it the one that we had earlier?
Yes.
Okay. So the multicolor pendant that I had just a few minutes ago is bundled with this one. And I like to share bundle deals because when you bundle and you get both pieces, you get 25% off the pendant, 25% off the ring, and then you get an extra 10% off the total between those discounted pieces. So that's huge. I mean, I can't even begin to express how much the savings is in this case. You're getting a lot for the money. What's the price on this one? $549? Mm-hmm. Okay. So $549.99 minus the 25%. The ring is going to be $412.50. $412.50. You're getting 4.8 carats. 4.8 carats. You're just shy of 5 carats. And the good news is, I'll give you the breakdown here. You have your payment plan available to you, right? Divide that by 5. It's 5 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So $82.50 per month. That's the best deal we've had the entire show. I told you I was going all the way down to stick with me as long as possible. It'll be worth it to you. Even if you toggle back and forth from the live stream to something else, please make sure you tune in for the price going down on this show. Because we typically kick off the live stream with some of our higher end pieces, which some of you prefer. And then we go down, but it's not like we compromise on anything. It's not like we're like, we're just going to put a quarter of a carat in there. No. The center gemstone is over 3.5 carats. Over 3.5 carats. I'll give you the breakdown. It's a 9 millimeter round cut. 9. You see that? I mean, that's gorgeous. 3.89 carat. You have 24 pink sapphires. Pink sapphire. So anything that's not considered to be traditional blue is fancy. It's fancy. So you've got an entire halo of pink sapphires coming in at 1/3 of a carat. That's special. I can't tell you how many times I've walked in. We have a galleria here in Austin, Texas. I don't know if I can say the name. But either way, there's a galleria. If you come to Austin, you've probably been to it. They have cool restaurants. It's built up. It used to be very small, and then now it's huge. Now it's like a downtown, outside mall type of situation. But there are a lot of high-end jewelers, a lot of high-end department stores. And this is the kind of thing that I see. I haven't seen the Kunzite there just yet. I've seen Morganites, actually, not the Kunzite. But anytime I see pink sapphire associated with any setting, doesn't matter what the gemstone is. You put a pink sapphire, a green sapphire, a yellow sapphire, any kind of fancy sapphire, the price reflects. I mean, you know that one of the reasons why your price is a little bit higher, and the sales associate will tell you that. Oh, these are fancy sapphires. And you're like, ooh, wow. And you're thinking, good night, that is expensive. You've got a halo of pink sapphire. And then you have an outer halo. Is that diamonds? Moissanite. And that's the thing about moissanite. When people see your ring, I'm just going to prepare you. And you know what? If you're watching right now and you have any moissanite in your collection, I'm interested in knowing if anybody, when they see your pieces, says, I love your diamonds. Because I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. Moissanite right now is being sold in high-end jewelry stores with the bridal collections. Bridal collections are earth mine diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, and your moissanite. Now, lab-grown diamonds are going to be the same chemical makeup as their natural counterpart, earth mine. Moissanite is in a group of its own. It is a mineral, a natural occurring mineral called silicon carbide. Okay, silicon carbide, when they find the crystal, it's so teeny tiny, they can't use it in jewelry. But Henry Moissan, which is the gentleman it was named after, Moissanite Henry Moissan, he spent like his entire career trying to lab create this, when you lab create, so you have a simulated, and a lab created. Big difference. A simulated, also known in the white version as a cubic zirconia, okay, is man-made. The material that's actually used to make CZ, who knows? They do whatever they have to make that thing, that crystal, that beautiful CZ, right? It's pretty. I got a lot of them. But when you have a lab-created gemstone, like a moissanite, it has to have the same chemical makeup as its natural counterpart. Not all gemstones can be lab-grown. Lab-grown has the same chemical makeup, physical property, optical property. It is the identical twin. It's like a clone of that gemstone, okay? And there's a lot more that goes into it because you have to have the same chemical makeup. And that's a challenge. With the diamonds, they found a way to take the diamond seed, the actual piece of diamond, into the lab, put it in a chamber through this process that really just kind of helps the seed along to grow. Just as it would in the earth mine kind of, environment, but in the lab instead. So with earth mine environment, obviously you have things that happen outside that can kind of trigger and ruin things as that diamond, rock, or rough is growing. So if you didn't know, most of the diamonds that are excavated are going to be industrial grade. They're not even used in jewelry. They use it to cut things because diamond is like the most durable substance on earth. They can cut all kinds of stuff up with diamonds. It's strong. But the top-notch quality diamonds are the ones that don't always make it up and out of the ground, right? They're usually boo-boo. They're just not good. So the good ones, they will take into the lab under a certain type of, temperature, environment, the process. When I say CBD, I'm not talking about the CBD, like the plant. That stuff that people are taking apart too to use it for good benefits. But it's CV. V is in Victor, D, chemical vapor deposition. So anyway, I say that, I know I went off. I did, but I want you guys to know the difference. This, moissanite is lab grown. So you have so you basically have a moissanite, right? It in the ground, when they get it, it's too small. So they take it to the lab so they can ensure that crystal can grow into larger sizes and we can use it in jewelry. So silicon carbide actually has more sparkle, more scintillation, and more brilliance than a diamond, which is a big deal because when you think about, somebody spending their entire life, pretty much their, the back half of their life trying to recreate it, there was a reason why Henry Moissan did that. And the technique that's actually used to grow it in the lab was proprietary for like hundreds of years. I don't even know. I can't even keep up with it. But it was finally the proprietary, I guess, paperwork expired. And then all of a sudden, people kind of got involved and said, hey, I want to do this too. I want to, get involved in this. So you see a lot more moissanite out there in the market. Say that to say this. You walk into a jewelry store, earth mine, lab grown diamonds and moissanite are going to be available, and moissanite is pricey. You've got an entire halo of moissanite and moissanite down the shank. It's $549 on sale for $412.49. You divide that by 5 because you have a 5-month payment plan available, $82.50. This could be yours. Kunzite, pink sapphire, moissanite, precious metal silver, rhodium over top of it. What more can you ask for? How about 4.8 carats? Consider it. And remember, with the discount, if you decide to use the buy-all, or not the buy-all, but the bundle deal special, this is the item that's a bundle with it. This item is listed at $9.49 with the discount, 25% off. So you put the discount price in with the discount price of the ring in your shopping cart. A personal shopper team will be more than happy to get the total for you. They're going to discount another 10%. So 10% on top of each piece being discounted. Give them a call. Let them know you're interested. See if they can work those numbers for you so you know exactly what to expect and what you're able to take advantage of if you decide to go for it. Because it's worth it. Bundle deals. I'm always giving information on the bundle because you just never know. All right, so coming up next, listen to this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, and trust me, it's going to go by quickly. I only have about 40 minutes left in the show. Welcome to the Shop LC live stream. If you're checking us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, shoot us a quick comment on the bottom. Let us know where you're from, your first name. I'd love to shout you out. Interaction here, people. Speak to me. Let me know what you need. I'll be more than happy to bring it forward. If you see something that's listed on the live stream that you want to see, I'm getting to it. If you put it in the comments section, I'll bring it forward for you. I won't make you wait. Okay? 5-star rated coming up next. Now, some of you that watch the live streams or the TV show or even shop on our website have already purchased your Kunzite ring. So when you tune into shows like this, you're thinking, ooh, I want to get like a Kunzite pendant, maybe a pair of Kunzite earrings, something different. So the pendant is a 5-star rated. This one comes with a 20-inch chain. Ooh, good night. You know when you hit your shin? After pain. It's a AAA. And this one is actually with the moissanites. Really pretty piece. And this is much larger than it's expected because this one's listed at $549.99. Look at the size of that. Isn't that beautiful? This one has a double halo, so you don't just have the single halo. There are moissanites right around the kunzite, and then you have all the other moissanites set at an angle to create that second halo and provide you with a larger look here. 16 square cut moissanites, 76 points. You also have the round cut moissanites, 53 points. So it's a combo of both the square and the round. And then let's get you the carat weight on the center gem. What's the carat weight on that center gemstone? If you're wondering, that's going to be a 3.5 carats. So we're not talking about something that's small at all. It's a 10 by 8 millimeter. Remember, I told you the average size of a gemstone just a few minutes ago was 6 by 4, 7 by 5. This is a 10 by 8. So usually when you buy a 6 by 4, 7 by 5, the average carat weight is going to be half carat to maybe a 1 carat, not even. Because the 8 by 6s are usually going to be 1 carat pluses. 7 by 5s can be pretty close, usually like 3/4 of a carat, but really pretty. This is a 10 by 8 millimeter, 3.5 carat center stone. You have a total gem weight of 4.8 carats. So you actually have over a carat of moissanite. And if you price some of these moissanite pieces, ladies, you know how expensive these moissanites are. These are not cubic zirconias. They're not simulants. These are lab-grown silicone carbide, more sparkle, more light dispersion. You put these next to your diamonds, I mean, you got to have a flawless diamond for it to hold, and look similar to your moissanite. Okay? 20-inch chain comes with it, lobster claw, and rose gold. I'm really glad, one of the conversations that we had years ago when we first introduced the Petroki and even the Martha Rocha Kunzite, which is from Brazil, we had chatted with our design team and they asked for suggestions on what we wanted to see, what we thought would look best with the Kunzites. And most of us voted rose gold. Rose gold is just, there's something special about pink or purple gemstones in rose gold. Elevates the piece. Let me quickly get a measure. Listen, time is ticking away. We only have about 35 or 40 minutes left in the show. If you're just now joining us, take advantage. Don't forget to share the page, like the page. Oh, and we're still doing our sweepstakes. If you haven't downloaded the app, make sure you do that. We're doing a giveaway daily. You have to enter to win, and no purchase necessary. So you're going to want to do that as soon as possible. That way you can enter to win. But with this particular style here too, especially with the price point being as good as it is, this measures at a full inch. And it's 5-star rated. Let me share one of the reviews here with you. If you ever want to see our pieces, you can always, so during the live stream, it's a little bit different. You're going to put the word shop and then the number that's associated with the piece. You've got that information right up top. This is a shop 9. When you put it in the comments section and you hit the enter button, it's going to generate a link that you can click on. You click on the link, it'll give you more information. And the information is really good because you get to take a close-up look. Sometimes we have a 360-degree shot of it. A lot of times we have it on a model. So we have, just like any other website would, different shots of that piece so you can really see it from top to bottom, left to right, all the way around. Paula says, love the pendant. 5-star. And you'll see a lot of those 5-star ratings where people just put, one sentence, one word, love, stunning, beautiful, and it's a done deal. Now, whether or not you like Kunzite in your white metal, rose gold or yellow gold, it's up to you. Not everybody loves rose gold. I would suggest you try it, though. If you've never owned a piece of rose gold, try it out. It looks amazing on all skin tones. It really does. It pops. Rose gold is very pretty. All right, coming up next, we got to move. We have the matching ring to go with it. Is this a bundle deal? It's got to be. It's got to be a bundle deal. It's the same ring. Yeah, this is a bundle deal. The bundle deal. Wait a minute. I'm going to give you the total. Okay. The price out the door with the bundle discount. I'm going to do this one. So you don't have to try to figure it out. Listen how good the bundle deal is. So as I mentioned, the ring is on sale for $549. So is the pendant. Same exact piece. They match. Okay? So both of them are $549. So when you see a bundle deal, or I mention it, or any of the hosts mention it, $549 minus the 25%, $412. Okay? So since they're both $549, they're both going to be with the 25% discount, $412.49. So I'm going to multiply that by 2 because you're getting both. Now you have a total, listen to this, of $824.98 for Kunzite and moissanite. You see how beautiful this is? But then there's more. Here's where the bundle comes in, comes through on the clutch. Okay? You're going to take the $824.98, give it a 10% discount. Both pieces, $742.48. $742, not just for that, but for this as well. If you bundle. Now, if you don't bundle, that's okay. Each piece will be $412.50. Okay? $412. If you decide to get 2, though, because remember, $412 times 2 is going to be $825. Instead of you having to pay the $825 because you decided, you know what, I want the matching pendant to go with the ring, we're going to give you another discount on top of that 25% individual discount. Ring gets 25% off. Pendant with chain gets 25% off. The entire shopping cart gets another 10%. And that's how you get down to the $740 price point. So take advantage of the bundle. Definitely take advantage of the bundle. The designs are done the exact same way. Ring is just as beautiful. This is going to be a 4.8 carat. So is the pendant. So is the pendant. So, I mean, it's basically the ring top in the pendant. And then you've got the bail in the chain versus the ring that's a band, right, that you can wear on the finger. Isn't that beautiful? No, if you had friends and family members that admired a piece like this and they were guessing what you paid, most of them are going to guess like $3,000. They're going to be like, girl, did you get a bonus? What's going on? You got a raise? You got promoted? Because you are coming in with some jewelry, some gemstones I've never seen you have.
Got that ice.
Ice, ice baby. You better believe it. And you're going to spend a lot of time going, what? This one? Because people are going to want to take a closer look. I mean, you're mesmerized by the Kunzite. Come into the Kunzite light. It's you got to see it in person. You can't make your final decision until you get it home. And so, gentlemen, if you stopped by the live stream and you have not checked out some of these pieces maybe you're not married. Maybe you just got a gal that you're dating that's really special to you. You want to get her something nice for the holiday, but you don't quite want to get down on one knee just yet. Be careful, though, how you present it, because you don't want her to get, like, mixed emotions. You present a ring, put that thing in a stocking or something. You don't want her to think that this is it. Oh my gosh. But no, this is a good start. I mean, where do you go from here, right? Now you got to really go somewhere special when you're presenting a suite like this. And if you decide to use the bundle deal discount, you get both pieces. Don't give her everything at the same time. Hold off. Give her the pendant first and then the ring, or vice versa. It's too good of a deal to pass up, and she's got to be on her best behavior anyway. Look, you want to make sure she sticks around. I'm teasing, ladies. I'm kidding. All right, so coming up next, I have a 580 karat necklace that I've been wearing. I'm also going to be featuring that Jen's piece. Gentlemen, if you're interested, I do have this is going to be an emerald cut. That's a fabulous ring. Ladies, if you like things that are modern, you might like this one too. But it's designed for the guys. I'm going to start with the nearly 600 karat necklace. Guess how much this is? When I saw this one, I thought, ooh, I think I've aired this one for like $7.99. I haven't. I don't think that I've actually aired this one because apparently this one is on sale. $349.99 minus the 25%. You get a premium quality 580 karat Kunzite necklace in sterling silver with an 18-inch clasp for $262.50. Yeah. $262.50. So you have a very big, bold Kunzite necklace, which, by the way, is hand knotted. Let me point that out. So not all bead necklaces are knotted. Even freshwater pearl necklaces or Tahitian pearl, you would expect for the higher end pearl necklaces to be knotted, because with pearls, they are organic. You don't necessarily always want them to be scraping or scratching one another. So with the knotting can really help prevent that scratching from happening. With Kunzite is a very durable gemstone. When you hear about the Mohs scale, MOHS, the Mohs scale doesn't determine, its breakage. The Mohs scale determines how resistant the gemstone is to scratches. So when you hear about the Mohs scale goes from 0 to 10, 10 being that diamond, most durable, resistant to scratches, all the way down to like your opals. Opals are a little softer. Really, that's probably the softest you're going to get. Tanzanite is 6. All the other gemstones, you may not necessarily, most of them are not made into jewelry pieces that would expose them to scratches. If you wear some of the softer gemstones, typically they're going to be designed in like neck pieces or earrings. But you don't need knots in these, is my point, because it's very durable, very resistant to scratches. But they design this beautifully. This is an extra technique that's used. And sometimes what's interesting, I always do this on air, with knotting, sometimes the knotting can be really stiff. It creates this kind of stiff style necklace. All of a sudden the beads don't necessarily have that fluid movement. You can't ball it up. It's like really hard to bring together. Not that you want to anyway. But I like a fluid necklace. I want a necklace when I put it around my neckline to sit beautifully. I don't want it to be stiff. I don't want it to sit one way and not, have the fluidity that you want. Right? You want it to be fluid. You want it to have movement. And that's exactly what they did here. These necklaces, first of all, there's a bit of a graduation in size. Do we have millimeter sizes listed here? I'm going to double check on that for you. The clasp on here is a lobster claw. You do have a 2-inch extender on the back. Let me see, millimeter size. Yeah. So 10 to 16 millimeter. which is nice. So the largest is that 16 millimeter in the center. But what they did was they drilled them and then they hand knot them. Every single one is hand knotted. So the hand knotting is beautifully done here because I love the color of the material they're using in the necklace. You have like this, kind of like this purplish pink color in between, so it flows with the necklace. It doesn't take away. Sometimes you'll see the knotting done in a completely different color, and it pops, and it looks just right. But sometimes I've seen some designs, not here, of course, but I've seen some artisans go with some crazy colors in the knotting, and you think, I'm really not feeling that color. So the artisans here, we keep it neutral so that the knotting flows beautifully. You've got another step, involved in manufacturing this. And knotting can cost you like $5 a knot. I mean, if you take a strand and you ask a jeweler that you want them to take apart the necklace and you want it to be knotted because you want it to last you a little bit longer. Also, knotting is done for this purpose too. If you're wearing the necklace and you have a kid or a child or just somebody maybe that snatches your necklace, with the knotting, have you ever seen on a movie where if somebody snatches a necklace, all those beads fall? And they just fall all over the place? With knotting, it's not going to do that. Right? If this necklace comes apart, the one gemstone that is exposed that opens up will fall, but the rest of them are going to stay in place. Okay? Which is nice. Again, it's a benefit. It's an added little bonus. It elevates the design, and there's a cost to it, is my point. $260, $250 is your final low price with the discount. It's actually listed at $349. It's unisex. A 580, listen, even if this were 100 carats, it's a big deal. Now this one is 580 carats of Kunzite. Free shipping on this. Let me give you the 5-month payment plan because you do have it. $52.50. Case closed. I feel like, I need a mallet. Be the judge. Case closed. $52.50. This is not glass. This is not crystal. This is not chroma. This is Kunzite spodumene. This one found. This is premium quality. This is going to be the Brazilian quality. You have the extender. Extender is going to be 2 inches here. So you'll be able to adjust from 18 to 20 inches. Come and get it. $52.50, 30-day money-back guarantee, everything risk-free. Why not? Why not get yourself a beautiful Kunzite necklace and then maybe a Kunzite ring to go with it? You deserve it. You know you do. 30-day too. If you want to see these in person, which I know I like to, before I make my final decision, get it home. Feel it, touch it, try it on. Wear it with some of the outfits you're going to be rocking. Pull a couple outfits out. Maybe you have a huge event that you're going to. It could be a holiday party. It might be like a family get-together where Thanksgiving, all of you guys get together. You like to wear your absolute best. Come on. These are the types of necklaces that you want to have in your collection if at all possible. Be the one that everybody talks about. All right, so $52.40, free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. $52.40 is the payment plan. 5 months of $52.40 payments or $52.49 payments. And once you're done making those payments, you would have paid $262.50 for 580 carats. You're welcome. I'm just saying. Okay, so men's piece coming up. Now, the men's piece comes with a certificate, AGI certificate, jewelry ID report. Retail replacement value on this men's ring, according to the Accredited Gemological Institute, is $7,100. Whoa. Remember, these certificates that come home with certain pieces, they have a value to them. The value is anywhere between $150, $199, sometimes over $200, depending on the type of certificate. This one is going to be definitely over $100. So the retail replacement value is for, the purpose of getting your piece either insured, because if you're going to get your piece insured, they need to know what it's worth. Just like when you get home insurance, just like when you get car insurance, they value your vehicle depending on the year, the model, all that, right? The make, just like your home. Same thing. So with these, You say, look, I got a Kunzite piece that's in platinum. And they're going to say, well, what's the carat weight? You're going to tell them it's a 5.16 carat. And that person's probably going to hold it in. They're going to be like, dang, 5 carats? Dang. Look at the east to west setting. And then you have the 14 points of diamonds. These are VSEF. That makes a difference. That makes a difference. Those are colorless diamonds. So as you're looking up diamonds, I mean, this is where, do me a favor. If you go online, because some of you are not going into jewelry stores lately, and I get it. If you go online and you look for a diamond color, remember white diamonds, they go by color and clarity. Even though color is not necessarily actual color, right? It's not like orange or yellow or colors. They just call it color and clarity. So color is done using the alphabet chart. When you start getting into the, well, first of all, what you see more of is going to be an I color, J color, K color diamond. Okay. There's some others, elemental, all the way down there, that's murky, foggy. But the I's, the J's, the K's, they're not, let me say this, they're not like the near colorless. Okay. They're a step under that. So again, you have good, better, best, heirloom. When you start looking at what's called the G to H, now we're talking. Those are called near colorless. And then you have FED, flawless. Forget about it. Those are colorless. So in our Rhapsody collection, anytime you buy Rhapsody, this is our in-house, pretty much flawless, la creme de la creme, the tippity top, best of the best, the epitome of luxury. That's going to be your Rhapsody. It's in 950 platinum. The diamonds are EF, and they're colorless. The clarity of the diamond. How many of you have heard of like the VVSs? VVS. I mean, if you haven't, you've probably heard it in the song. I mean, people talk about VS diamonds all the time because that's, again, tippity top, best of the best. It's eye clean. So to the naked eye, you're not going to see any inclusions, feathers, blemishes, things like that you would naturally. Remember, these are minerals. These are gemstones that are found in rock. So even when they cut them out, they buff them, they polish them, they fasten them, there is a chance you're going to have inclusions. You have type 2, type 3 gemstones that are heavily included. Emeralds, sapphires, rubies, vibrostone, they're included. But gems like this, new level. So the men's piece is simple, it's classic, and gentlemen, you need something weighty. I know for my husband, he's not having it. If I pick it up and it's lightweight, I'm not getting it. Even the certain type of fabric that he wears has to be specific, right? Not all guys are like this, but there are guys out there that really, they are particular.
We're picky.
Yes,
we're picky.
They're picky. If you really listen, because sometimes, we're not necessarily listening, right? I've been accused of that. Don't get me started. And you know what I blame it on? My ADHD. Because it's true. over here. I'm like, what? You said? Oh, I heard you, babe. Anyways, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. So if you listen and you really kind of consider some of the things that he said he wanted, and you're out there looking for something special for him, 11 grand, and this is where it starts. How many sizes do we have in this one, DJ, by chance? Oh, okay. So we have size 8, we have size 8.5, we have size 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, and 11. The crowd roars, right? Okay, so if you need us to size this, we can custom size it. And John is here. Thank you, sir.
How big? Yeah.
See? So that is the perfect men's piece. You've got that rectangular shape, the actual cut of the gemstone. Let's give you some breakdown on the gem here. Listen to this. The gem itself is going to be 5 carats. So this is not quite a solitaire because you have the diamonds. You have 14 points of diamonds, 28. Those diamonds are VSEF. The platinum is 11.55 grams. If you get the larger sizes like 10 and 11, you're probably going to get more than 12 grams. But John, how does it feel? Is it heavy?
It feels great.
Isn't it nice?
It's very flush too across the top, so
Yeah.
you got that really nice edging.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful though.
Yep.
Especially when you get to see it up close.
Emerald cut.
Yeah.
Emerald cut. So thank you, John. We appreciate that. But on the back end, you can see where the weight comes from. I mean, platinum is dense. It's thick. It's heavy. It's really good quality. Platinum is hypoallergenic. Platinum isn't going to tarnish. Platinum polishes beautifully. They call it the rich man's gold for a reason. That's not me. I don't call it that. Rich man's gold. I kid you not. It's valuable. So platinum is one of the rarest metals out there. It's rarer than gold. You find more gold in different places than you find platinum. And the platinum family has palladium, rhodium, platinum, and something else I can't think of right now. But either way, you know, that metal is used to make things that are able to withstand the test of time. And platinum bands, they say that when you buy platinum, that, you know, 100 years from now when it's passed down to the next generation, a lot of people like their antique pieces or their heirloom pieces in platinum because you know it's going to look good hundreds of years from now. And if you're somebody who is buying jewelry to pass down to the next generation, gentlemen, how much better can it get? The setting itself, so the gemstone is, do we have a millimeter size on this one? Interesting. Let me put the ruler next to it and give you the size here. This is an emerald cut, by the way. The corners are cut. This is a 10 millimeter by 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 by 8. It's a 10 by 8 millimeter. 11.55 grams. And again, Earth Mind VS EF diamonds. They are colorless and VS. What does VS stand for? Very slightly included. Okay. So the color chart is the color grading. The VS SIs, I1s, that's the clarity grading. The clarity of the diamond, because when it's cut, diamond material is white. And a lot of that diamond material, because it's white, you can see inclusions. I mean, clearly. So depending on the clarity and the blemishes and inclusions, they grade those diamonds based on that. The less inclusions, the whiter the diamond, the more we want them. And there's not very much of it. So, you know, that supply-demand thing happens where the price is higher because of availability and also the demand. People want these diamonds. You've got them in this particular collection. Price, $2,699. 99 minus 25%. This one's $2,024. That's it. And I say that's it quick because I've seen platinum bands with no diamonds, no kunzite, no gemstones. You buy a 6-gram platinum band, you're going to spend probably $2,500 on that. And you know it. Those of you that have family members or you yourself own platinum, you know how pricey it is, but it's worth it. It's worth it because of all the benefits, right? So this one, 30-day money-back guarantee, 5-month payment plan. Let me divide that by 5 for you. Ooh, $404.99 payment plan. No credit check, no interest payment. So ladies, if you're thinking about your sweetie pie, if this is one of those holiday gifts or maybe it's an anniversary on the horizon or for the new year you want to get him something special, boom. And you have a chance to introduce it to him, make sure he loves it. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get it home, have him try it on. If he doesn't love it, you can always send it back, try again, right? Get him a gemstone that you know he's going to like. And if he's indecisive and he can't make up his mind, then get him a few pieces from us and have him try them out, right? Sometimes guys don't necessarily buy these things for themselves, and sometimes they do. If you're always shopping with us, and remember, you get the AGI certificate, $7,100. You're paying today with the discount $2,024. $2,024. And these are conservative retail replacement values. A lot of our customers that buy Rhapsody will put this card in a drawer. They have a local jeweler that they take their pieces to, and they get a second opinion. Never give your jeweler the AGI or the IGI or the GIA certificate. These are certificates that are from reputable companies. If you're going to an individual jeweler that has the credentials to grade and appraise, you never want to tell them what somebody else appraises it for. You want to get their professional opinion, right? So put this in the drawer, take them the piece. Why I'm telling you this is because most of our customers are family members that shop with us on a regular basis. They do have a trusted jeweler that is local, and they like to take their pieces to get a second appraisal. Most of the time, those appraisals come in at 20, 30, 40 times higher than what they appraised at through the AGI. So, just a food for thought, right? You are getting the certificate. You don't have to get them reappraised if you don't want to. It's just an idea since a lot of our customers have shared that with us in the past. All right, what's my time? Ooh, okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3 more pieces to get to. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my next piece is actually going to be a ladies. Now this is a clearance item. Clearance. Final sale. But I think as I go through each of these pieces, right, I'm glad that I'm doing the clearance here on the tail end of the show because you get to really feel the difference between a clearance price versus discounted price. And not all pieces make it to a clearance, right? Sometimes these pieces sell out before we ever have maybe 1 or 2 left in stock and we decide to put, it on clearance. So not all of these pieces actually make it to a clearance show or, make it as a clearance piece. So listen to this. Where are my regular ladies? Colleen, Eileen, Susan, Margot. Look at what I have here today. This is a certified and appraised Rhapsody piece. Remember what I told you just a few minutes ago? Rhapsody Platinum, $950. Rhapsody, $950 Platinum. 5.4 grams minimum gram weight. And look at the setting. Look at that setting. If I were to put what? Let's not do an if. Let's just do it. The ruler is good. No. Hold on. Let me take it off and show you. The actual prongs are measuring at about 1/2 inch. The prongs. Who does that? That gives you an idea. And look, the gemstone comes all the way down. So earlier we had a pretty piece, but the basket, the gemstone didn't fill the entire thing. It was more like design and detail with diamonds. This one, the gem comes all the way down. Your price on this one is, what is this one listed at? Because on up top it says $2,499. That's not the price though. It's on clearance.
The original price of the clearance.
Okay. Okay, so that is showing the original price at $2,490. I'm like, what is that? What is that? That's not the price. Guess how much it is? Oh, did I mention that your Kunzite carat weight? Let me give you the carat weight first. I think this is going to blow your mind. You ready? The carat weight of the Kunzite is 9.05 carats. 9.05 carats. And then you have 8 diamonds coming in at nearly 1/4 carat. VSEF. Remember, Rhapsody, always 950 platinum. The color of the diamonds will be EFFE, colorless. And the clarity is going to be VS. Always. The gemstones are going to be quad A grade. Best of the best. Always. Doesn't matter what the gemstone is. You get the best. So, the clearance price, because you have that, this is the discounted price, $2,499. If it were at the discounted price, I would have taken 25% off the $2,499. That would have been your final. But that's not the price today. Today on clearance, it's $1,749.99. Boom. Just like that. Guess what? You get to take another 25% off that. There's more. Minus the 25%. Lowest price I've seen on our Rhapsody collection. $1,300. $1,300 for the Kunzite, $950 platinum with diamonds. You know how many 10K gold or 925 sterling silver pieces are 12 to 1,300, if not more? Silver. I've seen artisan crafted chunky pieces. Don't get me wrong, chunky. I got some weight to them, 20 grams, 25 grams, but it's silver. And they might be like Southwestern and have a little turquoise in them. You know what I'm talking about. We have a collection like that here at Shop LC. $1,300 for a 950 platinum Kunzite diamond ring. So 9.25 carats is where we're at. The Kunzite is a 9.05. The diamonds are 20 points. The platinum setting is a minimum of 5.45 grams. It is a final sale. But you still have a 5-month payment plan here, $262.50, $262.50. Now, I'm sure you're like me, where if it were regular price, $2,499, which is up top, and I was able to take the 25% off, it would be at $1,874 with the 25% off at the discounted price. But it's on clearance. So remember, with clearance, the clearance price is listed at a lower price point than if you were to take the $24.99 and give it a 25% off. That puts you down to $1,874. We're starting at $1,749. That's the clearance price. That's the reason why the sales are final, because we can't remake these pieces again anywhere close to that price point. It's almost like you're paying for it at the price it cost us to make it. So so forget about the $1,800, $1,749.99 minus 25%. Final sale, budget pay, $950 platinum, nearly a quarter of a carat of VS EF diamonds, a 9.05 carat Petroki Kunzite. Okay, 4A grade, best of the best. It's yours for $1,312. Try finding a 950 platinum band for that price. Not gonna be able to do it. And if so, it's gonna be lightweight. I don't think it's gonna be 5 grams. Okay, so you get the 5.5 grams minimum. These do come in different sizes. Good news is we'll size it for you. So once you get it home, especially the guys that are out there watching, gentlemen, if you got your Sweetie Pie Kunzite, which is known as the evening gemstone, evening gem. Haven't mentioned that during the show. The evening gem is lower lighting. The Kunzite is known to glow in a way that is quite special. I mean, there are times that people have worn Kunzites and their diamonds at the same time. The Kunzites get noticed more than the diamonds. They just have this way of radiating this, I don't know, this like force field of glow. It's a beauty.
You don't see that color often.
No.
At all. You don't see the vibrance of it.
No. The color is special. The color is special. And if only I can transport myself into your living room so that you could see this in person. Once you see the Kunzite in person, you'll be addicted.
Guys, I'm working on teleporting. Yeah.
Teleporting. John is working on it. Yeah, I mean, he's hit the head on the nail with everything else. Who knows? We might end up in your living room soon. I mean, like, it'd be a party with me. Okay, so yeah, this one is on super sale. Best deal I can offer you is this one. I'm serious, because you get the best of the best. I mean, they're silver or 950 platinum. You want AA, AAA, or quad A grade? Do you want diamonds that are, I1s, or do you want VSs? All of that included. And your price is, I'll give it to you again. Remember, listed right now, $2,499. Even if I were to give you the 25% off, it wouldn't be at the clearance price that we're listing it at right now. Although you don't see it, the clearance price, I'm giving it to you, $1,749.99. You should be able to see it when you put Shop 13. It'll come up. Final sale on this item. But the good news is, gentlemen, if you're indecisive and you're thinking, I don't know what size she is, how am I going to do this, what if? Get the closest thing to her size, and then our personal shopper team will give you information on how to get it back to us. We're going to do free ring sizing for you, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll make sure that the size is custom and tailored to her liking. Because the lady that you give it to may want it to wear it on the index finger or whatever finger. So it depends on the finger she wears it on, as to what size you're going to get this in. So we want to make sure you know that that is something we provide you with at no charge. But it is a final sale. But it's a big deal. I mean, based on the $24.99, sheesh, what is that? $24.99 minus, where were we? $1,300, I said? 13, I think it was. I mean, we're talking about over $1,000, I think, in savings. It's big. It's a big deal. Clearance pieces are a big deal. That's the reason right now we're having our largest clearance before the holiday season, and people are buying them up. They're like, I don't care if it's a final sale. You guys are practically giving this stuff away. I'll figure it out. I've got family members that'll love it. Or I'll keep it for myself or resell it. Anyways, this one is available. While supplies last. I wish I could tell you we had hundreds of them. We do not. We have just a few to go around, so make sure you check that out. My next piece and my final ring is a DeJoy piece, which is not going to look like it at all. One of the things that I love about our collections is that whether we use precious metal, gold, or platinum, we're never going to cut corners and, compromise on quality. We're always going to deliver on beautiful designs. And of course, depending on, you yourself, what you like and your budget, you may not necessarily be able to get a platinum piece today, but it can be a goal. It can be something that you save for. I know I did. I have my Ileana. I have one Ileana. I have one Rhapsody. And I think I have one, we didn't call it DeJoy, but I have a 14K Tanzanite diamond ring that I purchased from us years ago. It's probably like 10 years old. It's an oval. It's old school. But some of you are getting better deals on Tanzanite than I did back then. I'm serious. I just can't even believe the prices on the Tanzanite we're able to offer. All right, so this one is a 5.1 carat. Look how pretty. And if you are interested in Tanzanite, some of you are like, girl, how do I get Tanzanite? Go to our website, shoplc.com, search bar, put the word Tanzanite. All the Tanzanite pieces will pop at you or pop back or generate so that you can select them and see what's your favorite design. But please make sure you check them out. Check them out. And join us on the TV side. Right now we have a clearance. Every single piece is a final sale. But you saw the type of discounts we're giving you on clearance pieces. You have to check that out at some point. Seriously. Even if you buy a lower end item, just to kind of see what you're working with, especially if you've never shopped with us before, welcome to the family. You got to watch the TV side. I'll be hosting tomorrow night, 4 to 6, 8 to 11. And how you get to the TV show, you can look up on your, your cable provider. We're on different cable networks. We're on satellite networks as well. Look for your channel finder option on our website too. You can literally put in your zip code, your zip code, and then it will tell you based on your zip code all the different providers that are in your area, and whichever one you have in terms of television, you're going to be able to get to that channel. Or if you have a smart TV, all you have to do is go to YouTube and put Shop LC. Shop LC will pop up and you'll see a Shop LC live. You hit that live and boom, you watch the show just like that from your smart TV. Really easy. You could download the app, a lot of things. Anyways, okay, last piece here. 5.1 carats. This is going to be a good one. I have a really deep discount on this one too. Is the ring and the pendant a clearance? Because you went to the ring. I mean, you had the ring up, but then you went to the pendant, and I haven't done the ring yet.
Oh, I haven't done it? Oh.
No.
Okay.
Were you listening, DJ?
Yeah.
DJ say, yeah. You know when you go down when you answer? Yeah, yeah. But look. All right, so the price on this one, what was it, $362? Clearance, $399. So this one is not a clearance. The pendant coming up next to wrap up the show is. This one is a 30-day money-back guarantee item. We've got the 25% discount attached to it. We're going to take $100 off the price, taking you from $399 to $299. This one is featured in the size 6, 7, 8, and 9. It is our 18K Vermeil Rose Gold over Sterling Silver finish. Your total weight is 5.1 carats, but let me quickly give you the breakdown, and then we'll go ahead and get into the pendant. That is a clearance item that I'll be wrapping up the show with. Let me give you the breakdown, though. So millimeter size, this is, oh my gosh, that is an emerald cut. Isn't that pretty? 4.38 carats center stone, 10 by 8. It's gorgeous. Listen, if this is where you start your Kunzite collection, I ain't mad at you. I know I did. I have yet to find my Kunzite in gold. I have not gotten it. If you watch my show on television, you know you've heard me say this. 2 gemstones I'm interested in getting before the end of this year or by the first of next year. Kunzite and turquoisite. Those are the 2 I want to get my hands on. Kunzite and turquoisite. So I'm on the hunt just like you are. And I wanted to bring something that was a bit more palatable in terms of like budget pay or payment plan. So this one, the payment plan, you've got 42 points in the baguette moissanites. And then what's the round cuts coming in on? 20 round cuts coming in at 30 points. So almost a third of a carat in the round cut. I almost called them diamonds, moissanite. So that gives you a total gem weight of 5.1 carats. As I mentioned, 30-day money back guarantee on this one. This one's not a final sale, not a clearance item, but it is on sale. I am going to take off, well, you're going to take off an extra $100 when you use the live TV coupon code. LIVE25 is the number you put in the coupon code section. It will generate a discount, and that's going to be the $100 back in your pocket. You have the monthly payment plan. You said it was 5?
Yes.
Okay, so 5 months here. So $59, not $60 per month. And you get to own this. And trust me, when people see it on you, they're going to think you're wearing rose gold. I mean, not that you're not. You are. It's just 18K rose gold over sterling. So, there is a difference between pure 18K gold or 14K versus the overlay. But with our silver pieces, we want to bring you some really good looking, top-notch quality pieces. And that's the reason why we go with either 14K or 18K over top of silver. It's the vermeil process. There is a difference. We've done overlay in the past. We found that, one of the things as a manufacturer we've always wanted to do is improve upon the pieces that we manufacture and respond to some of the requests that a lot of you have had in the past. And we've done vermeil pieces in the past, but we decided to incorporate that in a lot of our silver pieces to ensure that when we do overlay, it lasts you a lot longer and you have pure gold. 18K is going to be 75% pure. Your 14K is right at, I think, 57.5, right around there, just under 60. So either way, you're winning with the vermeil. Last piece, here we go. Free shipping on that one too. So the last piece is a clearance item. Dun, dun. It is this beautiful pendant, part of our DeJoy collection. $262.49. $262.49. $262.49. But that is not your final low price. You still have to apply the 25% discount, taking you down, yes, under $200. So $196.86 for this beauty. And this is what I consider to be like more of a floral design. This is a flower. It's a Kunzite flower with zircons. Martha Hosha white zircon on the outside, the Martha Hosha Kunzite. It is set, and look at if I show it to you from this direction, look how much oomph. Look at how elevated, look how much dimension. Right? Each petal on the flower is done so that as it sits on your neckline, you could see it even from the sides. And that's unique. Sometimes, pendants lie flat. Unless it's facing forward, you won't know what it, you can't really see it. But with this style, you've got a little more of that kind of tiered effect. Free shipping on this one. I give you the breakdown. Let's do it. The chain that comes with it is 20 inches, also in rose gold over sterling. The Kunzite's going to be 3.5 carats. Okay, that Kunzite is a 10 by 8 millimeter. And then you have the 70 natural white zircons, not to be confused with zirconia. Zircons are natural. They're one of the oldest gemstone known to man. And 65 points is what you're going to get in those zircons. From top to bottom, this one is a nice size too here. Yes! Look at that with the bail. That's going to be about 1.5 inches from top to bottom. Winning! So 4.15 carats is the total weight. We're going to throw in the 20-inch chain so it's ready to wear, whether you gift it or it's a piece that you're getting for yourself because you've purchased anything that you have in Kunzite, whether it's part of the DeJoy collection or even a part of the Luxotto. It's going to pair up nicely with the pendants we did. So you may want to consider that. $196.86. This is a clearance piece, so it is a final sale. But you have a 5 month, right? 5?
Yes.
$39.37. $39.37. Lowest payment plan or lowest monthly payment plan option we've given you the entire show. So up to you. Up to you. Now, if you want a recap of what we've aired, you can always go back and watch the live stream. We do put it on our live streaming section where you can click on the show itself and watch it again. During that live stream on the side, it'll list all the items that we featured. If you have any questions, concerns, First of all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I know quite a few of you sent a shout out, which I appreciate. You can always contact our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to help. I'll give you that number again before I wrap it up. And let's see here. Justin joined us. Tiny joined us. Celtic Woman. We had Becky, Dougie, Isaac, Eileen also hung out with us for a little bit. Thank you again so much for watching. I am going to try next week to do chunky style silver. I want to do some artisan crafted pieces. John, maybe if we can put a note, like some Santa Fe style jewelry, some Italian made silver, just chunky style pieces that I know are going to be perfect for fall and winter. After all, we're going to be wearing a lot of layers. We'll be wearing jackets and coats and scarves and things like that. So I want to make sure you have jewelry that stands out and you can afford. Okay? Not saying you can't, but I'm just saying. We want to make it affordable for everybody across the board. So I'm Jessica Maldonado. Don't forget to join me on social media, Jessica.MaldonadoL on Instagram and Jessica Maldonado on all other social platforms. It has been such a pleasure hanging out with you. I'll see you guys next week. And if you watch the TV show, don't forget to tune in. I'll be hosting from 4 to 6, 8 to 11 Central Time. It's been a pleasure. Take care. Congratulations if you got anything. And be safe for the rest of the week. Mwah.